Whispers of scandal, betrayal, and shocking allegations. Hip-hop mogul Diddy is at the center of a storm unlike any before. How did one of the industry's most powerful figures fall from grace? And what dark secrets are finally coming to light? Stay tuned because this story is just beginning. For years seen, Diddy Combs was the untouchable king of hip-hop, a mogul who turned Bad Boy Records into a powerhouse, launched the careers of legends, and built an empire spanning music, fashion, and liquor brands. From the flashing lights of red carpets to extravagant yacht parties with A-list celebrities, Diddy embodied success, power, and influence. But beneath the glitz and glamour, rumors always lingered, whispers of control, manipulation, and behind-the-scenes dealings that painted a much darker picture. Those who dared to speak out often found themselves silenced, their careers mysteriously stalling, their voices drowned out by the weight of Diddy's influence. To the public, he was a charismatic businessman, a mentor, and a larger-than-life figure who turned everything he touched into gold. He dated supermodels, partied with billionaires, and lived a life most could only dream of. But behind the closed doors of his mansions, nightclubs, and private events, the story was different. Insiders described a man obsessed with power, controlling, unpredictable, and willing to go to extreme lengths to protect his reputation. For years, stories of Diddy's alleged dark side floated through the industry, but none ever stuck. Those who challenged him seemingly disappeared from the spotlight, and any controversy was quickly buried. But now, that has all changed. It all started with murmurs, small cracks forming in the foundation of his carefully curated image. Then came the lawsuits, the shocking testimonies, and the growing chorus of voices unwilling to stay silent any longer. People who had once been close to Diddy began stepping forward, revealing troubling details about his private life, allegations of misconduct, manipulation, and abuse of power that stretched back decades. As the accusations mounted, the industry could no longer look away. Major brands and business partners began distancing themselves. Social media exploded with debates, theories, and speculation. Some fans defended him, clinging to the image of the legendary mogul who had shaped hip-hop culture. Others saw this as long overdue justice, a reckoning for years of unchecked power. The question now wasn't just about guilt or innocence. It was about how deep this story went. Was Diddy simply a victim of false accusations, or had he spent decades operating in the shadows, protected by fame and fortune? One thing was certain, this wasn't just another celebrity scandal. It was the beginning of a storm that threatened to expose the hidden side of hip-hop's most powerful figure. And as the world watched, waiting for the next revelation, the true depth of Diddy's downfall was only just starting to unfold. At first, the allegations seemed like just another celebrity controversy, whispers in the tabloids, online speculation, and anonymous sources making bold claims. But then the floodgates burst open. One accusation led to another, and soon multiple lawsuits were filed against Diddy, each one more damning than the last. Allegations of coercion, misconduct, and even criminal behavior began to surface, painting a picture of a man who wielded his power in ways far more sinister than anyone had imagined. One of the most shocking claims came from individuals who had once been in Diddy's inner circle, former associates, ex-girlfriends, and even longtime employees. They spoke of a secretive world where money, influence, and intimidation ruled. Some described lavish parties that weren't just about music and celebration, but rather something much darker. Exclusive gatherings where only the most trusted were invited, and where the lines between power and corruption blurred. Then came the legal pressure. Federal agents conducted surprise raids on Diddy's properties, seizing documents, electronics, and other potential evidence. Suddenly, this wasn't just an internet scandal, it was a full-scale investigation. The media went into a frenzy, dissecting every new detail, while industry insiders whispered that this could be the beginning of the end for one of hip-hop's most powerful figures. But here's where things take an even more twisted turn. Some sources claim that this wasn't just about personal misconduct. There were whispers of financial crimes, blackmail, and even connections to deeper conspiracies within the music industry. Was Diddy just another powerful man caught in his own web of secrecy? Or was there something even more sinister at play? And then, just when it seemed the situation couldn't get any worse, old cases began resurfacing. Unsolved mysteries, questionable business deals, and past accusations that had once been dismissed suddenly looked different in light of the new allegations. Former artists who had been signed to Bad Boy Records started speaking out, some hinting at exploitation, missing royalties, and behind-the-scenes pressure that had haunted them for years. The suspense was unbearable. Would Diddy finally break his silence and tell his side of the story? Or would more skeletons come tumbling out of his closet? Was this the ultimate downfall of a hip-hop icon, or was there still a way out? As the investigation continued and more shocking details emerged, one thing became clear. This was no longer about music, fame, or business. This was about power, control, and the dangerous secrets that had been hiding in plain sight for decades. And the world was watching, waiting for the moment when everything would finally unravel. And then, it happened. The moment the world had been waiting for. In a stunning turn of events, federal authorities launched coordinated raids on multiple Diddy-owned properties, storming his luxurious mansions and seizing everything from computers and documents to private security footage. Images of armed agents surrounding his estates flooded the internet, sending shockwaves through the entertainment industry. For years, Diddy had operated behind a wall of wealth, influence, and powerful connections. But now, that wall was crumbling. As helicopters hovered over his Los Angeles home and reporters swarmed outside, Diddy's empire teetered on the brink of collapse. Social media exploded with theories, speculation, and insider leaks. What were the authorities looking for? Was this about financial crimes, illicit dealings, or something even darker? The sheer scale of the investigation suggested that this wasn't just about a celebrity scandal. This was something much bigger. Then, another bombshell dropped. Key witnesses, once too afraid to speak, finally broke their silence. One by one, former associates came forward with shocking revelations, alleging years of intimidation, secret payoffs, and even direct threats against those who dared to cross him. Some claimed that Diddy had built a network of enablers, ensuring that any potential scandals were buried before they ever saw the light of day. But now the truth was spilling out. As authorities continued their investigation, major brands began cutting ties with the hip-hop mogul. Endorsement deals were pulled, lucrative partnerships dissolved, and longtime allies in the music industry started distancing themselves. The man who had once dominated the charts and controlled an empire was now watching his world fall apart in real time. Then came the most shocking revelation of all, one that had been hidden in plain sight for years. A resurfaced lawsuit, long forgotten, contained eerie similarities to the new allegations. Had Diddy's alleged behavior been an open secret all along? Had the industry turned a blind eye to protect one of its most powerful figures? The climax of Diddy's downfall wasn't just the loss of money or status. It was the irreversible collapse of his carefully crafted legacy. Fans who had once idolized him now questioned everything. Friends and colleagues scrambled to rewrite their connections to him. The media, once eager to celebrate his success, now dissected every moment of his past with newfound scrutiny. And as Diddy remained silent, refusing to address the storm head-on, the world was left wondering, was this truly the end for one of hip-hop's most legendary figures, or was there still one final twist waiting to be revealed? As the dust settles, one thing is clear: Diddy's once unshakable empire will never be the same. The allegations, the investigations, and the shocking revelations have shattered the image he spent decades building. His fate now hangs in the balance, with legal battles ahead and a reputation in ruins. Was this the long overdue reckoning of a powerful figure who had evaded consequences for years? Or is there still more to this story? Hidden truths yet to be uncovered? One thing is certain: the hip-hop world is watching, and the final chapter of Diddy's downfall has yet to be written. If you found this deep dive into Diddy's downfall intriguing, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more shocking industry revelations. What do you think? Will Diddy make a comeback, or is this the end of his reign? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and join the conversation.